Imposter syndrome is the feeling that you are undeserving of your accomplishments and that you didn't achieve them through your own efforts and skill. And this is a really common feeling, but it's not necessarily talked about very much. So, some people in our very own Hamilton College Physics Department have agreed to share their stories of experiencing and continuing to experience imposter syndrome at all stages of their journey with physics.
Hi, I'm Adam Lark, and I'm an Associate Professor of Instruction here at Hamilton. I'm also the Director of the Peters Observatory.
I'm Professor Megan Marshall-Smith. I'm a Professor of Instruction in the Physics Department here, and I do computational astrophysics research.
I'm Isaac Scribner. I'm a rising sophomore and a physics major.
Hi, I'm Riley Lohman. I'm a physics major here at Hamilton.
Hi, this is Casper Chen. I'm a rising sophomore, and I'm from China, Shanghai.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm a rising senior and a physics major here at Hamilton.
Is there a time that you ever have struggled with imposter syndrome?
I definitely think it's something I struggle with throughout my whole life, but especially in physics class. I feel like I experience it most often in lab when you're really working one-on-one with someone.
It's something that kind of comes and goes at different phases of your life when you feel more confident or feel better about yourself. But honestly, it's always a struggle. I took a class recently, for example, where I felt like I was the only person that didn't understand what was going on.
It usually happens when I'm in bigger groups. So like a professor is like lecturing or talking to us, and all of a sudden I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on, and I'm so confused. And I look around and no one else seems confused.
In general, like coming to Hamilton College, I just felt like maybe I just got in here by luck.
How did you work through your feelings of imposter syndrome?
Pretty much, they started to go away when I started to work with other people.
I think talking to people helps a lot. You know, if you're struggling with something, there's a good likelihood that they're struggling as well.
Talking to my friends and realizing that they understood things and could explain them to me, but I could also explain things to them. So it was really sort of like, oh, physics is actually just kind of difficult.
I think it was a few weeks into the term before I realized that I could do my homework with other people and I didn't have to do it all by myself. And that definitely helped me understand that people are at the same level as I am, and I'm not alone.
Once you talk with others, you will find out everyone has their own problem, and really try to focus on your interest.
And do you have any advice that you would give to either to your first year self or to incoming students?
Definitely making sure you're remembering that it's super fun. There's so many other subjects that you could be studying that are not as cool as physics, but instead you're studying physics, and that's just amazing. Everything is physics and everything is so fun.
Getting support and asking for help from people. You know, sort of the terrible thing about imposter syndrome is you think you don't belong, but you don't want anyone else to figure it out. But the only way out of it, I think, is to hear from other people about their experiences and finding out how common it is.
Just know that, if you're struggling or if you feel like you don't belong, it's not just you who's struggling. Everyone is going through troubles here in their first year especially. And I guess just talk it out with other people, open up to your friends about it, because I'm sure they're going through the same thing and they'll understand your experience.
I would say that if you're struggling with imposter syndrome, the best thing that you can do is to talk to other people, to talk to your peers, have these conversations, even with your professors, because we're all going to say the same thing, that this is a normal part of growing up in a physics department, or really at a college, or just a normal part of life in general.
As you can see, imposter syndrome is a really common experience, and it can be really isolating. But as we just heard, the best way to get through imposter syndrome is by talking about it, whether that be with peers or professors. That just helps you to understand that you are not alone and that you are capable and you belong here.